Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Scorpio weekly money and career reading from July 28th to August 3rd, 2025. Scorpios, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Scorpios weekly money and career, July 28th, August 3rd, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the hear out for the magic word if you're interested in putting your name in that for free reading. All you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of July. I'm going to put this one on July. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for better sound, and let's get started. Let's see what messages we have for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, money and career, July 28th to August 3rd, 2025. Money and career for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Money and career. What are the messages? Three of Wands. Beautiful. Ships are coming in. Something's coming in, Scorpio. You've been waiting for this, or you have been working on this. This can be, I was going to say collaboration, but I mean, you've planned this and you've been working on this. So this is coming in, whatever you've been working on. Let's see what this is all about. And we have the Death card. So there's a rebirth. There's a big change here. What you planned for, what you prepared for, what you've been working on has been like a big change. And it's something where finally you're able to let it rest, to let it go. Those attachments, those triggers you've had, the people you worked with, the type of engagement you had with people, the dynamic, even financial dynamic here with this Three of Wands. I feel like this is something that has been like you've had a vision, you've had a goal, or you've had this vision and goal, right, for a while, and finally it's progressing forward. Finally you're getting that progress in that long-term vision. And maybe it was, I'm hearing jitters. Maybe you had the jitters, but I don't think it's that. I feel like maybe it was like baby steps to this and baby steps to that. And I'm going to develop this. I'm going to get that job. I'm going to get that money, or I'm going to make more money, right? Very important for Scorpio. I say it every time. So this is something you've started, and you've started something financially really promising, and it's really beginning to show results. And with the Death card, that is really ending that chapter, or the wonderful rebirth, right? So the end of that financial phase, the end of that financial struggle, or the end of that way of doing business, or those people you were working with, or that environment you've had in your job, in that business circle. Now you are now going to either pay off debt or finding closure in a situation that was not going the way you wanted, or not evolving the way you want it, right? And so here it's the death of a phase. You're seeing clearer than ever with the Queen of Swords, clearer than ever, taking back charge, or taking charge, or gaining authority, right? So you're gaining authority, you're also gaining the truth. Interesting. So there can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with whom you're talking to, or you were working with, or you have to have a conversation with, where you have to gain clarity, but I don't think it's that. I feel like this is you really becoming now much more financially savvy, smarter person. Not that you weren't smart before, you know exactly what I mean. Smarter with your money, smarter with your financial decisions, and making these decisions with clarity and more emotional detachment. And that's why we have the Death card. Detaching yourself from the those triggers and these emotional triggers that make you overwhelmed. Sometimes it's people, sometimes it's a dynamic and things that you've lived through your life, and whether it's family, whether it is past job situations, past financial situations that you had to deal with, and you just did whatever you had to do. I feel like here you're entering a new game, and this is allowing you, or really not allowing you, this is giving you the clarity that you need to protect your assets, to protect your jobs, to protect your ideas, to protect your decisions, the way you move forward. If people disagree, if people don't like what you're doing, that, you know, that Scorpio laundry list. Why do they do that? Why are they like that? Why are they protecting themselves? Why are they not communicating? Why, right? Here, you now know with a very clear energy how to detach yourself from that person or from those energies that were blocking you from doing your thing. And I love this Death card right here. So, you know, just confirming that now you're going to be seen. You are seen. You are rewarded. The light is shined upon you. So with this Six of Wands, there's success. You have recognition, possibly a raise, possibly public acknowledgement, possibly acknowledgement, or you know, getting that promotion or getting that job. This is really triggering a thriving business, a victory from a really hard work, dedication, commitment, and commitment to your independence with the Fool, because it's time, right? The Fool it's like embracing these new energies and being a little innocent, right? Not innocent, but, you know, allowing yourself to embrace more spontaneous energies, having a new sense of adventure, allowing yourself to adventure yourself out there and do different things, allowing yourself to have a new vision and connect with new people, accepting a new adventure, accepting to get out of your comfort zone, totally accepting to get out of your comfort zone. And at the same time, letting go the heaviness, letting go the obligations that you feel have weighed on your shoulders for such a long time. And so now it's time to maybe not reinvent, because it's coming in already. You have had this vision and this goal. So it's not like it's something that's popping in out of nowhere. But it's time to embrace and engage with a life from a place of openness and curiosity, right? Don't bog yourself down. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your ideas. Don't limit your ambition and your capacity of creativity and stepping out there and being the amazing person that you are. This is really about approaching, which is difficult for Scorpio, well, difficult for everyone right now, but really approaching the world without preconceptions. In other words, you know, going to a job interview and allowing yourself to go to a job interview that you probably or maybe would have never done before, out of your sector or out of your comfort zone, but something you're really interested in, something you would like to learn more. You're curious of this, accepting to get out there and try new things. The wisdom of not knowing is seeping in and making you more curious, right? It's curiosity rather than assumptions. Like, well, I'm not going to go there because I already know it's not going to work, or I already know I'm not going to be interested in that, or I don't like the vibe, or I can appreciate, but not for me, that thing. Going and pushing to places you've never done before is really, really going to stand out. And standing outside the traditional order of things to stop limiting your potential and putting yourself out there to just really open up all opportunities is going to give you that creative spark again, before you structure your new business, or before you get this new job, or before you elaborate or develop something new. Wow. So this Six of Wands here is really, really shining light on everything you've done up to now, the person you represent, your experience, your ideas, your talent, your commitment. This is such a beautiful energy moving forward. Let's see if there's another card that wants to come out before we dive in. Yeah. I feel like if you need help, ask for help. If you need support, ask for support. Many times Scorpio is just going to close themselves off because they don't want to ask for help, or they don't want to seem too needy, or, right, they feel like they have to take on anything that comes without asking for help. That's a Scorpio trait, and it's something really that weighs you down sometimes. And then you'll be like, but wait a second, why didn't that person not try to help you, but why didn't that person consider me? Or why didn't that person see me the way I was? Or why didn't that person listen to me, or understand me, or get me, right? Here, there's a moment of unsupport, or lack of support, or lack of money. Ask for help. Ask for help from your family. Ask for help from the people surrounding you, your comfort zone. One more card on this Four of Wands, sorry. We have the 4 and the 6 of Wands. So I feel like this is, yeah, there's someone around you, a connection, a friend, a coworker, a partner in business that's going to bring you back balance. Bring you back balance. You're very committed, very hard worker. Feels like someone you worked in the past, or just the triggers from the past, the emotional triggers from the past that come up about the money. I feel like it's always about the money, or always about the people you worked with that didn't consider you or respect you for who you were. But I feel like now, here with the Three of Wands, the vision, the progress is really moving forward. All right, one card on this 3 of Wands for Scorpio, please. What is this Scorpio all about? This 3 of Wands, 5 of Wands, competition, disagreement. For me, it's more competition. There's a lot of competition. One more card on the 3 of Wands, please, for Scorpio. There you are. Listen. Listen. It's all about empathy, all about listening. Lend an ear, lend an ear. The Lovers and the Emperor. I mean, there's an Aries involved, there's a father figure involved, there's a boss involved, there's someone powerful involved. Father figure, or someone around you that's very impositive, that's not flexible at all. But I feel like with the Lovers, it's either you taking responsibility or they're taking responsibility in this new powerful energy coming in. It's, you know, the Lovers is about a decision you have to make. and a decision that's consistent with your values, with who you are. And what is it you want to do? What is it that this decision is going to, how is it going to push you forward? I think that this is a choice and a connection that has to align with your heart without losing yourself in some sort of codependency or validation from this emperor, or this emperor, you want them to see you in a different way. You want them to appreciate you, or to not look up to you, but to see you for who you are. And sometimes there's a competition there, but I feel like you are moving into a much more disciplined setting, a much more, right, you're setting those healthy boundaries with this emperor. And if it's not with this emperor, you're really able to set a framework to, focus on your self-control and leadership, and really focusing on maintaining responsibility on your choices, on who you are. It's a big decision here. It's a big decision with this death card. But it's a moment where value and action are in harmony, right? It's a conscious choice you're making. One more card on this emperor here. One more card is on this emperor. Who is this emperor? Is this Scorpio, or is this an Aries, or a boss, or a father figure, or a leader, someone powerful? Who is this? Who is this emperor? They're rethinking. Wow, you're rethinking. Okay. No, not that one. Okay. It's all about reassessing either a partnership with this emperor, or reassessing this connection with this boss, with this manager, with this business person, with this father figure. Yeah, there's a real disconnect with them. Disconnect. You don't want to deal with them anymore. You do not want to deal with them anymore. And I think that this Three of Wands, this is coming in, that you understanding that you don't want to associate with yourself with them anymore. They do not allow you to come into their space in a pure way. They see you in a different way. They will always see you in a different way. And it feels like they don't, I'm hearing tolerate. They don't tolerate who you are, but it's not in a bad way. It's just like they want you to be different. And so you're really reassessing your choices of dynamic with this person, choice of a job with this person, or developing a business with this person, with the Lovers, right? This is something that is important to you. This person is important. But there's a financial choice there. There's a real financial choice. So either you had to partner up, or you have ties with this person, or you have a contract with this person, and there's a conflict there. And I feel like there's a conflict over money, and also over values. Not just profit, but values. And because we have the Hermit, you had to rethink this whole dynamic, or this decision. And so you had to, either you have to withdraw financially, or you had to withdraw financially. There's a real reevaluation here. And again, maybe saving your money, maybe choosing a solo career or a solo path, right? And it's a big reflection here. Wisdom over wealth, right? Maybe one of you is really about money, and you, even though you love money, you also have to have the connection in the job, the connection in the business, the connection financially to be able to move forward. One more card, please, on this Emperor. I feel like the Emperor is really, but you're taking responsibility financially, and your choices pretty much coming from, yeah, the World card. Done. It's the end of a cycle with this person, and now you're taking your financial responsibilities. If it's a loss, or you'll lose a bit, or there's certain things you might lose, right? This is you empowering yourself to move on to the next phase. You have the World card and the Death card. And so this is a completion, an end of cycle. And now these financial goals are starting to be achieved. Maybe that person didn't believe in you. Maybe that boss didn't believe in you and didn't believe in giving you opportunities. You're done with them. You're done with them. And this is like, and again, maybe you're graduating, and all along the way they didn't believe in you. The professor, or the guidance counselor, or the person that's there, you know. And it doesn't have to be a school. It can be job, it can be business, it can be, you know, moving on your career path. You are done with that person, and you know that you've made all the efforts in the world, and you know that you deserve this new goal, this new vision that's really here. This new chapter begins, and it's a prosperous new chapter. But it had to put you in that reevaluation, right? To fix it, to make it happen, to understand that you're alone, and you have to fix it, and you have to find solutions, and you cannot turn to that person for solutions anymore. Done. Wow. Okay. Oof. All right. So now let's move on to the Fool. Yeah. Whole new direction. It's a breakthrough, though. It's a breakthrough. It's like a breakthrough. Yeah, this can be family, this can be siblings, this can be the trigger you have of money, this can be, right, all kinds of things in the past. The disillusions you had, different options, stepping away emotionally, and finally gaining understanding the rights and wrongs, understanding that things didn't always go well, and maybe you didn't make the right choices all the time. But now it's time for you to be rewarded with the Seven of Pentacles. One more card on this Six of Wands. Proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Money again, money again. Proud of yourself to step into this new opportunity. Baby steps into a new job. Baby steps into a new investment, a new business. Baby steps into a new development. But maybe there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn there that's helping you, that's guiding you with the in these baby steps. When I say baby steps, it's the page, right? Pages are about fresh new beginnings. And so this is probably a new financial goal, or probably, you know, planning, learning about money, learning about savings, right? Or maybe it's a side hustle, or maybe it's, right? But it's a slow start. It's baby steps, but it's a solid step into a whole new financial chapter, business chapter, job chapter, whatever it is. Comment down below. Let me know what you're going through. Let me know what this is all about. These are new beginnings for you, but it's a lot of emotions sort of that were weighing on your shoulders. And just a little parenthesis here, 50% of the people that watch this channel are not subscribed. I discovered that the last couple of weeks. That's how much I look at the numbers. So it would be wonderful if you could consider subscribing. It's just one click. It takes 1 second. It's free, and it really helps the channel move forward. So thank you for considering to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're just discovering this channel, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for considering that. And if you have been subscribed for years, for months, whenever you popped in and you enjoy this channel, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Gratitude to each and every one. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. And if you're interested in a tarot reading, I get emails every day about people looking for tarot readings. I do not do one-on-one tarot readings. However, I do come on live Sundays every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And now I'm popping in during the week, either Mondays or Fridays, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested, by joining membership, paying membership, the perk you get for that is to get a tarot reading. As long as you're a member, you can get a tarot reading whenever I pop up during lives. And you can cancel anytime. All right, let's keep going. What is this world card all about for? No, let's start with the Page of Pentacles. What is the Page of Pentacles? This new opportunity you have, this new source of money coming in. What is this all about? It is a new goal. It is something that you've conquered. Yes, so you have the Knight of Pentacles that has been slow. This has been slow starting. You've been planning this. You've been working on this, but it's been slow. You are very resourceful. If it's not you, you have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns around you that are helping you or that are working with you. But I feel like this is you. Very resourceful, taking your time, knowing you have to stay organized, and knowing you have to take your responsibilities on this new goal, on this new vision you have professionally. Ace of Swords again, clear way for you, clear breakthrough, that this is now going to move forward. You've had your ups and downs, you've had delays, you've had to accept to be flexible, accept to do different things, different jobs, different ways, and you know that, Scorpio. You tap into different energies. You are a fixed sign, but at the same time, you are curious, you are creative, and that is giving you empowerment, and that is very rewarding, and it puts you on the map and people see you. So as much as you can close off like an oyster and close yourself off from the world when it's too emotional or too overwhelming, as much as you shine your light and are so creative and think outside of the box and different, that people love you when you shine your light like that. So shine your light, shine your creativity for this new cycle, Scorpio. It is a new financial cycle. It is a new financial, I believe the title of the last reading was New Financial Era, if it's not last week, the week before. And we have the confirmation with that. 2 times the Six of Wands, rewarded, proud of what you've accomplished. And with this this Ace of Swords, it's that, right? It's that new idea that you have, that breakthrough to that new idea related to finances, or that clarity on a budget, or that clarity on a legal project, legal contract, or legal matters, right? It's a real smart financial decision that you're making. Even if you have to detach yourself from this emperor, even if it didn't go well, this is a smart decision for you. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune, accepting the change, accepting the ebbs and flows, right? That things are not linear, that flexibility is most important. And it's a shift. It's a big shift. It's a shift in fortune, right? A shift in finances, but it's a good shift because you are leading, you are winning, you are powerful and rewarded. It's a sun gain. It's a sun gain. Stay adaptable, because this is a sun light shine on you. And it's it feels quite sudden, because you've had to dig deep in this change of cycle here. All right, one more card here. Okay. On the Six of Wands, or on this trio here. Okay, one more card, please. One more card on the Ace, Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands, please. you're walking away from something. Yeah, you're walking away from the Emperor. Wow, look at that. That's why we get the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. There's your new money coming in. There's that new financial opportunity, the new job offer, the new business deal. And that, both with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, tells me that you are stepping away from something that you were bound to, or that you were comfortable in. I mean, sometimes, and I say that all the time, sometimes we are in an energy and we're comfortable in that energy because that's what we've been in for a long time, and we sort of stagnate, job-wise, career-wise, financially, professionally, business-wise, right? And we've been doing it for a long time. It's like you could do it your eyes closed. But this Emperor here is someone that is sort of putting the lid on that. Like you're not going to be able to move forward, or you're not going to get that promotion, or I don't really believe in you, or right? Or something like that. And not, you know, or maybe there's a lot of competition going on in that job, in that business, whatever it is. You're deciding that it's time to leave that. And when I say comfort zone, it doesn't mean everything's perfect. And it doesn't mean you get along with everybody. Hence this, you know that it's time to move on to something else. More valuable for you. More interesting for you. More important and more ambitious for you. And now that is allowing you to go and navigate something smoother. More important, smoother, but more important. Smoother, but more valuable. All right. So new job, new opportunity, new business, new money coming in. Whole new dynamic here. A whole new dynamic. Take a breather. Yep. The Four of Swords after challenges, after decisions. Not easy. Yep. Maybe even a decision of justice. Having to think it through. There's a decision there. Having to address issues, having to shine light on something that hasn't been shined on, or people didn't want to talk about it, or people don't want to address it, or you didn't know how to make the decision, or you didn't know how to confront the person, whatever, right? The justice is there to find that financial fairness, that legal matters or the contracts, right? Time to balance the books, time to settle debt, time to make an ethical money decision. The law of cause and effect. Time to make that decision. Temperance. Balance it out. Take your time. And whoop, sun shift there with this. Okay, Two of Cups. There's another person there. There's another partnership. Or there's someone you're working with. Or someone you're bound to by a contract. Or you want to work with. Let's see. One more card on this Two of Cups. Who is this Two of Cups? There's a sudden communication there and a sudden shift. But it's important to take your time. Whatever this is, whoever you're communicating with, whatever this offer is, or this business deal is, or this new person you're communicating with, you've met, right? Take your time, because I feel like they're popping in very swiftly. Who is this Two of Cups? We could go on forever, right? Who is this Two of Cups? Careful. Yeah, careful. Can't trust them. Wow. Okay, we're back with family, back with that comfort zone, and maybe that Two of Cups is that Emperor, right? That family member, or father figure, or boss, or person that's older than you that you look up to. Just be careful, right? That they like to manipulate, they like to control. They're also not very flexible either. It's either their way or the highway. So keep pushing, because you are finding justice and you are finding balance. So whatever you have to figure out is going to come back to not to come back in a bad way, but it's going to allow you that clarity and that balance, that emotional balance, to be able to move forward. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for being here, for sharing your journeys, for sharing your mindset, what you're going through. Gratitude to each and every one. I want to say that the magic word here is, I'm hearing validation, but it's not validation. Breakthrough to fairness. Breakthrough to fairness. Okay, breakthrough to fairness will be the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, you can put breakthrough to fairness down below in the comment section. And don't forget to be subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Scorpios, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.